Hello everybody, Jet here, and welcome back to my Lizardmen campaign, where we are slowly starting to push around. Well, I say slowly, push around Ulthuan. We're training around Ulthuan at huge speeds. Alright, I need to unfortunately break off this at the moment, because I need to come and deal with this little army which has managed to get behind me, annoyingly. Oh. Tell you what, I'm going to fight this. What's this banner? As you know, it might be useful on this battle, because they've got a few flying units. So, we're going to fight this battle, guys, and then we are going to pull back and attack that other little army behind us once we've secured this settlement. This should be a nice, fun fight. There shouldn't be anything difficult about it. Let's be honest, these are getting, my Lizardmen are getting fairly good at these battles. They're pretty procedural by now. They are pretty much run-of-the-mill. They've sieged and defeated so many high elf settlements in this campaign that they know their job. They know what they're doing. They know exactly how to hit this. So, this shouldn't be too difficult for them to do. However, we'll have to see how this goes. Right, we're just waiting for this loading screen to finish, and then we'll jump straight into the battle, as we'll have a fairly quick setup here. This isn't my best army, but against the forces I'm against, it shouldn't be too bad. I think my lord is on a Carnosaur here as well, so that's not going to be too bad for us to deal with. When I eventually finish loading, that is. But no, again, this is going to be, so we'll just send our large units against the gates as normal, and everybody else, some of the others will siege the walls and engage their archers. But once we're through the walls, the biggest worry here is that dragon. But again, this isn't, I'm not too worried about it. And we actually have quite a few siege towers already. I don't think I can actually place one there, so we're going to go up this side with you guys. My lord, yep, he is on a Carnosaur, and these guys are all going to go straight for the gate. You guys cannot push forward straight away. And these guys will follow up. Okay, let's go! These guys can all charge straight on the gate. These guys can rush forwards to take the brunt of the fire. And all of these guys can follow up behind. So this shouldn't be too difficult for us to deal with as we push up behind. And we should be able to get ourselves into a nice position fairly early. This gate's not going to last long. I'm quite happy with these guys being shot at a little bit at the moment, because that's not going to cause too many issues. Right, you can go this one, you can go this one, you can go this one, and you can go this one, and you two can hit the walls and go up here. You can go up here even. So the rest of you guys are going to storm the walls. In fact, no, you two can actually go straight through the centre. Through the centre with everybody else. But we'll actually do it slightly differently. Did I manage to leave a unit behind somehow? So you guys can all come in here. Oh, I thought I was falling over then. So we're going to be hitting the walls shortly. And then we're going to start storming those walls. This gate is not going to last too long. Pop a heal on himself just before that gate goes. And you guys can hammer through. And we can pop a unit of feral Carnosaurs in behind you as well. Sorry, feral Carnosaurs? A unit of Carnosaurs would be good. But no, that's not what we've got. You guys can all start hitting the gates. Yeah, you guys can all just push through, actually. So we're doing nicely here. We're getting through nicely. We're up on the walls. We're through here with all of our large units. Though they need a heal. So let's throw a heal onto my... Oh no, that's the Feral Khan. I don't care about that unit. Okay, there's nothing on these walls, so you guys can actually all just push straight up into their cap, because these guys are all still on the walls. We are now pushing nicely up onto the walls, so you guys can actually start pushing in behind here. The Eagles have come to attack us as well now. Let's pop a heal up onto some of my guys on the walls. We're taking the bigger brunt of the fire. However, this is going quite nicely now. You can actually head over here and start pushing up here. And you guys can push along here, then you can go up behind. All of these guys are happily engaging over here. This is going quite nicely. I suspect these guys aren't going to last long. Let's kill that dragon. Let's get everybody on that dragon to start with. And once this dragon is down, that's everything else done. And I think my Carnosaurs are quite happily taking little nips out of that dragon. Back to the walls. Let's keep an eye here. Right, you guys can push up behind here because they're breaking off there. Give our guys a bit more support. And all of you guys can actually come in and start shooting from behind. And hitting them from behind like that is actually very good, because it means that you're getting far more hits on them. They're not as protected from behind on the walls, so my skinks will start hitting them and doing a lot more damage from there. And then if anybody retreats, they'll continue to take damage as they break through. Okay, we're breaking everything back here now. So there's not really much. I think this isn't going to last much longer now. We've chased the important units off the battlefield. I'm going to leave a unit of Croxies back there, and these guys are all going to come back this way actually to help deal with things. The dragon is coming back, but I'm not particularly worried about that. Oh, you're coming back too, wherever you are. Well, that is the dragon. These guys can have this. Okay, and we are beginning to crack them on the walls now, guys. This is being a nice, simple battle, actually. And we've won. We have shattered them. As our guys started shooting from behind, they just broke, guys. So that's a nice, easy battle for us. Nice procedural battle, to be fair, to start this session. And I'm on the no doubt that we're gonna that we're gonna have a few more of those, especially as we push through the Dark Elves. Though the Dark Elves will be a bit more interesting, because their archers will do a lot more damage to me. Nice decisive victory there. We've taken the settlement, and next turn we'll start going and chasing that army. That little army, and soon we will be able to finish off the High Elves. We don't need this. I want a wall. I want a wall everywhere. Alright. We can start pushing up here now. With you, and you can be buffed up. Got a few buffs to do, as always, guys, so I'm just going to rush through these. See, this is my issue. I forget I have armies in places. I completely forgot about this army down here. However, for now, I'm just going to keep it here. This is going to be my just in case the dwarfs decide to attack army. Which I don't think I need, but it's always worth having the odd little army safe. Just a buff to my experience gain here. You are now full, so you can start double timing it up the coast this way to prepare for the invasion. You can also double time it up here to help prepare for the invasion of Ulthuan. Right, let's move you up into range to support, and let's smash this Eagle Gate. The fact that I can smash the Eagle Gates so easily with these armies is depressing, considering how much taking it took with some of the other armies I've played this with. You can start pushing the Shrine of Cain. And Kroq-Gar, you can push down here towards Kroq-Gar. And then Turachon, and then we'll work out what we're doing with these few bits and pieces. And we'll start the invasion of Nagrond. Once I've got a few armies here, I'm probably going to push forwards and get my foothold in Nagrond to start with anyway. Yeah, you can wait there. You're going to get support from him and him to start with, and those three armies will then start the invasion of Nagrond and get ourselves the beachhead for my other armies to move into later. Various level ups to do, unsurprisingly. The thing you do want to pay attention to here is one of every region. There is one special building in every region for the elves, and I want to make sure I actually build them. So like here, there's a grove, and obviously I'll potentially have a version of it for the Lizardmen. Okay, and we're now onto our armies down here. You are just moving in now to Cap. So you can just come and land, and next turn, can we do this in one turn? Next turn you'll get there, then you'll start sailing up the coast. You guys can continue marching full speed up north, so you're going to start pressuring there. And start supporting Mazamundi in his campaigns. Okay. Let's just check that Maza isn't going to... Hexalotl isn't going to offer me Confederation. At some point I might persuade them to confederate with me. But I don't think it's going to be any time soon.
Onward. What? Now? Dominance.
Okay, and end turn. So once I've set up, I might need a couple of armies just to burn my way through the Agol lands. Because I don't think that's going to take too much. This was going to happen, I'm just going to auto it. They're potentially going to take that settlement. No, they're just going to keep hitting. They're silly. They should have captured that settlement, because at least then they'd have had somewhere to hide from me, briefly. But no, this army and one other should be able to deal with Agol, because they're not particularly powerful, and we'll just burn through their territory, and then we'll start kicking our way through Nagrond. Oh, those elves are now running away. Annoyingly, because I'm potentially going to end up having to chase them. However, once we've dealt with all of their armies, all of their cities, they will be forced to attack me somewhere. And once they're not particularly big, so once my garrisons are all set up, they're not going to be too much of an issue. But so Mazamundi is actually mobilising in force towards the north, which is good. With my two armies helping him, hopefully we'll be able to start clearing through the territories into Nagrond quite successfully. I mean, he's already been pushing in the last few turns and doing quite a bit of damage, but Nagrond still has quite a lot of power, so it's still going to be a tricky fight to him. As I said, when I push in, I suspect I will get I might get a few good battles, but it's going to be one of these ones where I might get a few good battles, but at the same time, the second I've cracked them, it's going to be over. Right, let's make sure I spend all of my money this time, because actually I didn't last time, which obviously isn't good. I should always spend my money. What can I get which makes me money? I'm only worried about making money at this point. So at the end of a turn, we'll go and look through, work out how best to get our cash sorted out. You know, you can go into here for now. We'll just keep building walls everywhere in here just to make sure that we're safe. Right, you can hit here. Shrine of Cain. Again, another nice easy auto. And Mr. Kroq-Gar can hit Kroq-Gar. Unsurprisingly, guys, it was a nice auto. And we can smash here. Which gives us another territory. Let's knock some things over in these places so we can start building some more walls. And I want to make sure I get the specialist buildings if I can. Oh, we've already got one. In which case we'll go to that one. Right, you are waiting, you are moving up. Right, bit of levelling up to do, as always. Right, you two can actually pull through here before I forget about you. These guys can start heading towards the invasion, the Naggarond invasion force as well. Let's just blitz through all of these level ups. Oops, I ended turn. I did actually want to this army, which is going to be moving now. I wanted to move and I wanted to make sure I spent my money, but I was too busy clicking through. So these guys are levitating northwards. It's going to bounce me back and forth while it does all my armies, rather than doing them in a sensible order. So we'll have we'll actually have more than 3 armies there for our initial push into Naggarond, and 3 would probably have been enough. So now this is what I actually wanted to move, because I'd have potentially been able to move them afterwards. So giving them a turn to regen is not going to be the end of the world. But no, so Ulthuan is nearly secure. We have nearly wiped out the High Elves now. They really are now not long for this world. So we have now secured the Vortex. There's just one pesky little band of High Elves inside. Oh! They've actually recaptured the territory, so I don't have to worry about going to war with Agol at the moment. So they've recaptured somewhere of Agol rather than trying to defend against me. It's not going to help them. I'm still going to just burn through their territory. That just means I don't have to worry about annoying Agol while I take the remainder of the territory here. And then push over into Naggarond. And soon the world will be dominated by the Lizardmen. I mean, it already is, but it'll be completely dominated by the Lizardmen. There'll be a few little dwarven allies hanging around, but I'm not bothered about that. And we'll still have the Norsicans up in that snowy bit, but it's too cold up there for my Lizardmen, guys. So you know, I might just leave them alone because it's a bit too cold up there. And let's be honest, it's not gonna be fun. It'll not gonna be fun fighting them. It'll just be boring watching them go. Oh! What? A Chaos Undead Beastmen army. That is something different. You are actually going to get turned around. Okay, so now we want to push straight to here. Without any further ado, you can push straight round to here. And you can start double timing it over to the invasion force. Let's go on our money spending to start with then, before I forget. Get lots of walls up around here. I want to make sure I've got all of my walls built if I can, because that means I don't have to worry so much. But I will probably leave at least one army here, just to watch for others. And we are still managing to burn through my cash quite quickly. Okay. Alright, you can head up to here. And you can make landfall over here. Because if I don't do this, I will forget about you. And unsurprisingly, a bit more levelling up, guys. Oh, let's get you immortal. And end turn. So the High Elves really are... They've got 2 territories left now. So they are really not long for this world. But they do have one big army there. I don't know, however, I say it's one big army. It's an army of something. I've not really seen what it is. I'm not worried about it. Worst comes to worst, I can fall back and defend. However, I'm fairly sure I can take out any High Elf in the field with any of my armies in Ulthuan. Even my slightly weaker ones, slightly less nicely set up ones. So, okay, I think we're beginning to amass a nice counter in a nice invasion force there. It's a shame we had to turn around my other army. That other army is going to become the defenders of Ulthuan. Once we've captured it for Lizardmen kind. We might, we're going to keep the High Elves alive as our cup bearers, because that's originally what the High Elves were, the cup bearers to the old ones. Unlike the true Lizardmen, who were the sort of, I don't know the exact terminology, but they were the first sort of children of the old ones, the more senior children. Okay, so Mazamundi is doing his things in there. He's still holding quite a big chunk of territory, and he's still fending off over. Dark Elves are pushing back a little bit there, but soon we will be going into a nice big war with Nagarond. Why is he just following my guy around? That is a little weird. That's even got Skaven in it. That is a weird horde. Right. Let's hit here. Nice easy auto again, unsurprisingly. Knock these over because I don't really care about them. Right, it is time. The invasion of Nagarond begins. The stone ships are setting sail across the ocean. This is a really interesting thing. I love it. These ships, they are made of stone and they hover. You can see, well, they don't quite hover anymore, but they're kind of hovering. You see, they are just actually hovering ever so slightly above the water. So the armada has been embarked. Now, this is where I want to be careful, because if these guys pull out a couple of black arcs, this force is basically stuffed. Right, let's go get the repairs done down here before I forget about them. So I need to repair this place. And let's push for a few more places. A little bit more levelling up. And end turn, guys. So, we are now just clearing up Ulthuan now. And as I said, we're just about to start getting our foothold in Naggarond. If I wanted to be dramatic, I could have left it for the start of next session, but that would have been a boring, you know, I'm not going to hold things off to try and make things a little bit more dramatic. You know, we're just mopping up the remainder of Ulthuan, and then we will move on. We will move on and, you know, move on and really pressure through Naggarond. Soon there will be no more high elves. So how's Mazzy doing over here? He's doing nicely. He's holding on to what he's gained, though he's not really pushing much more. I always feel Mazamundi's got quite a hard starting position, actually, because he's under attack from the Dark Elves from a very early on. And he needs to try and consolidate south as well, because consolidating south will actually gain him power to actually try and confederate a few of the other Lizardmen factions. Because he can't push too far north, certainly early game, because the territory is just not good for him. So it's almost a scorched earth campaign up there for him. Okay, we're just going to chase you. You can get out of my territory, you weird horde. So this is Chaos, Beastmen, Undead, and Skaven, guys. Where can we land? I'm sure the Chaos landed just here in my other campaign. Oh, I'm on the other map. Okay, that was confusing. I'm on the wrong map here. I'm going to actually keep my armada together, just in case there is a black arc anywhere. It's lurking around anywhere. Because those black arcs do worry me. I will just continue the siege for the time being, so they sally forth, they will fall. Kroq can start heading for here, then he can come join and we'll push up into the last little place. Right, these guys can keep pushing north, now they're up here. What is taking you so long? Why are you not double timing, you silly army? So we might wait for just wait for the other armies to catch up. Anyway, guys, this is going to be it for now. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you are enjoying it. Next turn, we will start the invasion of Naggarond at a pace, which should really start us being able to As I said, I think we're really going to cut into Nagrond very, very quickly. I don't think we're going to have any issues whatsoever taking Nagrond. Let's knock a couple of buildings over here. So I don't need these ones. Okay, anyway guys, I'm going to end this one here. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed it.